Today, I will be talking to you about how I swing trade gold using volume profile as part of my technical analysis, and picking up from where we left off last week in regards to the analysis that I did, which was roughly around 6 days ago. Okay, gold was pushing downwards. So gold was pushing down in the last analysis that I did, right? And I mentioned the fact that gold normally likes to come to the point of control within the volume profile, which it did. So it came, went through it, and as for Monday and today, we can see prices now blasting back through the point of control after bouncing from a low value node area, right? And this low value node area also coincides with the recent support level of gold as well. So if you look at I'm not sure how far back, this week, last week, week after that, the week after that, and the week after that, right? So hopefully you followed what I just said. Hopefully that weekly low is where gold is basically bouncing from, which so happens to be inside of the low value node area of the high value area within the volume profile. So we've got the low point right here, which basically corresponds with these locations. Have low value node, price is now pushing up. All of these nodes in this area right now are not really that important anymore. A lot of orders have now come in there, so it's more or less rendered them useless. So we're going to get rid of the nodes that are no longer required moving forward because they've changed a bit. Even this one up here isn't so good. Okay, the only node that kind of makes a bit of sense is the one on the boundary of the high side of the high value node area. So that's this node right here. This is the only one that actually makes sense. All the rest of them don't. So as it stands right now, gold is pushing up. Okay, we've got a little trend line right here, and the vibe is that okay, maybe gold will close above it. All right, that we don't know. We're waiting to see what's going to take place. We'll see what happens if it continues to push in that direction. Actually, as a matter of fact, this area here, I could consider that a low value node area. I could so just add that one back in there. Okay, so now that gold is pushing up, okay, let's see what it does now. Let's see what it does. Let me change this color. Let's make this blue. Let's see what it does as it begins its journey to the upside. So as it stands right now at the recording of this video, which is roughly around 6:34 in the morning GMT, the price of gold is currently sitting at 3331.41. Oh, it just turned to 28, but you get the gist, right? It's 3331 point, basically bouncing between 56, 53, 52, 29, you know. Yeah, so that's what it's kind of doing right now, right? That's what we're in between. And I personally believe that we're going to be getting a close above the high value area, okay, which is 3455.43. I think we're going to get a close above that, right? Maybe at some point this week, maybe next week. But I believe that's what's going to happen. And once we do get that, then basically it would have taken out what I believe to be the all-time high. And then we're going to watch the dance as gold begins to push up and then maybe pull back down and then push up and then pull back down and then push up and then pull back down, right? Now, as I've been saying to you guys for the longest, right, I actually think it is disrespectful, in my personal opinion, right, to be shorting gold. That's what I think. I've shorted gold before. It's worked out for me. I did make some coin doing that. In all fairness, my biggest gains in gold was always when I was looking up instead of looking down. So moving forward, I'm only taking longs, right? If I see a situation where gold is pulling back, either I'm going to average in with buys, so I'll be eating some red, right? In the famous words of Rothschild, if there's blood on the street, buy, even if the blood is your own, right? So under that concept, when it comes to gold, that's the attitude that I'll be taking with my trades. I will be buying when it is falling, and I will be laughing when it is rising up, right? But I am never shorting. I'm not taking a short from here down here. Yes, that's a great idea. You could make that happen. I'm not knocking that for a second. I'm just saying I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. Yep, I'm not doing that anymore. So that's just that. All right. So with this analysis kind of covered in terms of what we're looking at, these are the points that you should be looking for. So let's go to an hour right now. So the points that you should be looking for in this game, especially if you're thinking of jumping in and you've missed the action at the bottom in regards to the low value node area, okay, this is what you should be looking for, right? I would jump in with a buy, right? I would jump in with a buy. And in all fairness, all the positions I needed to take out, I'm ready in all of them. All the positions I needed to take in regards to this gold right here, I'm in all of them. So me saying if I was looking for a buy is somewhat not accurate because I'm ready in, right? So, but if you wanted to get in, right, this is how I would do it, right? I would wait for this level right here to be taken out. I wait for this level right here to be taken out, which is 3349.98. Once that level is taken out cleanly, okay, then I may come in around here somewhere and lock in that position and ride it to the upside. Now, when it comes to gold, your position sizes is the most important part of you locking in gold, right? So if you go in with an insane number, just know it's going to be very difficult to hold. You have to go in sensible, right? Especially if you're looking to ride it all the way to the upside, right? So my vibe to you will be this: do some work on your position sizes, right? If you're long in it. So there's no point you saying you want to go long on gold, but the most you can probably hold is, I don't know, maybe 100 points to the downside, right? So the most you can hold in terms of your stop is minuscule. That makes no sense to me, right? So think about your position sizes when you're actually going in there. So if you're buying one whole lot, just know you're gonna need a decent amount of capital. So you gotta work out how you wanna do it. Obviously, I'm not going to be here telling you how to do things. All I can do is just recommend what I think are good ideas. In case you're not thinking about it, then I share that with you, right? So with that said and done, the video today is kind of a little bit basic in terms of what we should be doing, because the move you've been looking for has happened. It's right here, right? It's right here. What we were looking for, we got it right here. So my question is, did you see that? Because I did. Because I definitely saw that. You know, I definitely saw that. So, like I said, this analysis, there's not really a lot to go over. It's just the basics. Trend line has been broken. We can see prices up here now. What we now need to do is we need price to knock out this high. That gives us the confirmation. Once we got that high taken out, we will see if it pushes up even further. Maybe it gets to this low value node area and then pushes back down to around the previous high to create an opportunity for it to blast off even further. And then it may go to the level that I think is going to go, which is above the all-time high of 3452.25. Right? So once it clears that level, we're going to be in this zone now. And then as soon as it leaves that area, price is off. Price is off. Price is off. Gold is off again. Like my price prediction for gold at the end of this year towards 2026 is I am marking gold at 4K. I'm marking gold at 4K per troy ounce. I think gold is going to get there. And then the next year after that, so 2026, 2027, 2028, I'm assuming gold is going to be going up as high as possibly between 5 and 5.5. So between 5K and between 5k or 5k 500. 5k 500. This is where I think gold is going to end up within the next couple of years from now. And then obviously, let's say around 2023, I can definitely see gold sitting around 6 to 7k per troy ounce. That's the vibe I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting. I may be right, I could be wrong. Only time will tell. So with all that said and done, I believe you would have found the content today quite useful, right? Make sure you do all the things you're supposed to do, because I do release videos daily. So whenever I drop a video, you'll be one of the first to see it. And then obviously you can look at what I'm looking at and the opportunities that I've spotted, and just make sure it corresponds with whatever opportunity you've seen yourself. So if that's said and done, I will see all of you folks again on the next one.